Hey guys, hello, happy new year. Welcome to 2021. I know a lot of people are happy to see 2020 hitting the road, and hopefully you learned, expanded, and just had some growth through 2020. I know it was a lot of change, and change is good. It teaches us to improvise and to be resilient. So I hope that that is something that you experience through the new year. I hope that is something you experienced through the past year, and I hope that you are looking forward to something new in 2021.
She's an award-winning writer, a hunting guide, archery and rifle instructor, keynote speaker, and all-around outdoors woman who encourages you to get outside, hunt, fish, shoot, and savor all that life has to offer. And now, here's your host, Mia Anstein.
As I start this episode, I want to know, what are your goals? Do you have goals? Wait, what? You tell me you don't make goals? You don't make resolutions? Well, what do you dream of? That would be the question I want to know, is what are your dreams? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? And in that, since I do focus on hunting, fishing, and outdoors, maybe you have a dream fishing trip, or you want to go hunt elk out west, or a vacation. Fill in the blank. I dream of blah, blah, blah. And I want you to tell me how you're going to get there. And when you're thinking of how you're going to get there, do you think you'll reach that target? Why? Or why not? Now, make a list of why you will or won't reach that goal. And when you're looking at that list, are your ways to get there, is that bigger than the ways that you won't? Are there more why nots? If you have more why nots, then you just gave yourself permission to not reach that target. So think about that. What if you just gave yourself permission to reach that goal? What if you just gave yourself permission to succeed? Because you can. You can reach those targets. You can do it. And after this message, I will tell you how, and I will tell you why. And if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on social media. Of course, I am just Mia Anstein on most social media outlets. Or you can message me on my email. The email address is contact@miaanstein.com. Be right back.
This winter, stay warm from head to toe with WSI Sports' heater gear layers. Use Leah's affiliate code, LLCO10, at WSISports.com and get 10% off your order. All products are proudly made in the USA. WSI Sports is bringing back pride in American-made clothing. That code once again, LLCO10 for 10% off at WSISports.com.
So when we are finding ways to reach that dream trip or elk hunt, or dream of buying that certain special shotgun or whatever it may be, we need to focus on a few different things. First of all, just to start off, we need to calculate how much it's going to cost us to get there. And you need to look at that price, that amount, and then look at how long. Set a time, set yourself a deadline. When do you want to go on this elk hunt? And through this episode, I'm just going to use an elk hunt as an example. You can fill in the blank and replace elk hunt with whatever your dream is. But if you plan to go on this elk hunt, say when your son graduates in 2022, how much is that going to cost, and how many months do you have until you need to put your deposit down, and how long until you get to wherever you need to go? Divide that cost by the length of time, and then you have a number for your month. You want to calculate this out month by month, and now you have that set number, you have that set item, and you need to add it to your budget. If you don't have a budget, you need to definitely create one. When you're looking at that budget, is it already too tight? Are you already having a hard time meeting your ends and getting through month to month? I know 2020 was difficult, but we learned to be resourceful. We learned to find new ways to make money. So find another way to make money. Get a second job. Maybe you won't need to plow your neighbor's driveway. Maybe you can do like you did when you were a youngster and cut someone's lawn. Also, look for ways to reduce your monthly costs. Maybe you need to work on eliminating other bills first before you can work on realizing this goal. Something that I have a lot of people, they tell me, oh my gosh, you're so lucky you get to go do this and you get to go do that. Well, I will tell you what, if you haven't heard of Dave Ramsey, go find him. He has podcasts. He's one of the number one podcasts, I think, in the airwaves. But his way of managing debt is one that I have followed for, I don't know, almost 20 years. And the whole idea is to not go into debt. So I don't have a lot of monthly payments because I don't owe on anything. I have monthly utilities, I have taxes, I have a savings to help me deal with any emergencies, and that's something that you should work on as well. So right this minute, right now, while you're listening to this, you need to make a decision to stop creating debt. Don't use a credit card to pay for these trips. Don't use the credit card to pay for gear. Don't use a credit card to pay for your vacations. Budget a way to pay off any debt you have and another way to save for this dream that you have. You can do it and it will work. Before I continue on in sharing steps for success for you to realize your dreams, here's a word from one of my affiliates, which is a way that I support this podcast without going into debt. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
For the love of the outdoors, open spaces, and mountains, shop www.mia.limited/one. The Mac Outdoors Mountains Are Calling series of apparel is perfect for you or your loved ones. Support the channel and shop now. www.mia.limited/one.
All right. And now back to realizing our dreams and working on our goals. We need to work on other areas of this dream or goal along our way. So if you're planning an elk hunt, you may need to get in shape. Make sure that you have that as a background in this priority goal of getting to that dream hunt. So you may need to practice with your rifle, or you may need to practice with your bow. Work on these while you are saving so that once you do realize that dream, you're going to have a greater chance for success during your hunt. And once you get there, you'll be ready to go. Give yourself a mantra to work by. If you're needing a way to save money for your dream, your mantra may be, I don't spend money on daily coffee, or I don't buy item X, Y, or Z to keep up with my neighbors. And that may be, buying the latest jacket or the latest boots or something like that. Whatever it is, write that key mantra down and make a point of focusing on that, and it will draw you back to your goal. Maybe it's something like, I don't need to buy that gun this year because I already have several guns and I don't need another one. I give you this example because I like to add to my gun collection, but it's not a necessity. It's not something that I have to add to. So maybe your dream is to have that special gun, and then of course, you're going to need to change your mantra, and maybe it's something like, I don't need those boots, or I don't need to eat out, or some other non-necessary item. The point is, make it specific to you. Tell yourself that you can do it, and when you tell yourself you can, you will. Focus on what you need to do to succeed. Next, I want you to stay on track, and so you need to check back in with this dream. Add it to your calendar, set it as a reminder so that it pops up when you've got a crazy hectic life, whether it's on your phone so that it pops up as a reminder, or write it on your calendar that you have on the wall. However you need to make sure that it pops up to remind you to check back in. You may want to check back in once a month. You may want to check in every payday. You may want to check in quarterly. This, again, needs to be specific to you. Just make sure that you check back at a specific point along the way to your destination so that you can assess your progress. If you're not doing as well as you had intended, then you may want to find a friend or a family member, a coworker, maybe a hunting partner. Find someone that you can check in with that can help you be accountable to yourself. When you're checking in with them, make sure there's somebody who can be an inspiration, and make sure that it's somebody that can help you focus on your goal. Focus on how you can and how you will get there. Stop with the excuses and focus on how I can and I will. If you need additional help in your progress, you can set an appointment with me. I actually can help coach you through this process, and I would be happy to do that. To schedule an appointment, go to miaanstein.com, and there's a scheduler on the sidebar of my website. Schedule that appointment, and I can be your coach along the way. I can be your inspiration if you would like to work it out that way. We will find a way to reach that goal. Until next time, Happy New Year, my friends. I hope that you find something to be inspirational and inspiring and help you be more positive on a day-to-day basis. Go make a difference and make it a great one. Until next time, bye, my friends.
Hey, this is Lloyd Bailey, the Armed Lutheran, host of the Armed Lutheran Radio podcast, reminding you that the podcast you're listening to is a proud member of the Self-Defense Radio Network. Check out all the great content at selfdefenseradio.net.